Hey babe,
Yeah?
guess what I just did?
What?
I bought 2 tickets on Delta, New York, Nice at the end of May.
Are you serious?
Cool, huh? Well, you know, I think it's been a really tough couple of years for us, I mean for everybody, but for us too. And so let's have a little fun. Let's go visit my mother. We haven't seen her in over 2 years.
I know.
On top of that, there is a bicycle event in Tuscany, which I always wanted to do, so I decided I'm gonna do it.
Oh,
it's
wow.
called Eroica. So I bought 2 tickets, one for me, one for you, and we're gonna spend 10 days in France and Italy at the end of May.
Oh my God.
I still can't believe that I'm going back to Europe in just a few months. It's been over 2 years since I was last in an airplane. And so I hope that the next variant of COVID is not going to throw a monkey wrench in my whole plan. But you know what? I'm not going to worry about that. On top of that, you will be the first one to know what happens because I'm going to be making a bunch of episodes of my Eroica experience, which I will be posting on my YouTube channel. So let's not worry about what we can control and let's talk about l'Eroica. If you are into vintage bikes, you don't care about aerodynamic or weight, and not only that, but you also love mashing insane gears and going on really long ride on the toughest road. In other words, you're completely crazy and you love punishing your body. The Italian have a different way to look at it. For them, for someone to be able to do that, they have to be heroic. Thus, the name l'Eroica. There is an undeniable romance about steel frame bikes, which other materials like carbon, aluminum, or even titanium just don't have and never will. And it's actually very easy to understand why. Steel, after all, was the original material of choice for building road racers, and it remained that way for almost 100 years. Carbon and aluminum may make bikes faster and lighter, but only steel can claim to, in effect, have given birth to the road racer. And that is really what l'Eroica is all about. It is the world's most famous bicycle event that's all about vintage bicycles and the culture it embodies. To be allowed to ride your bike in l'Eroica, it must be pre-1987, it has to have toe clips and straps, it has to have low-profile rims, and it must have the cable housing that shoot over the handlebars. Now this is a little bit of an oversimplification of the rules and regulation of l'Eroica, but if you are interested and want to know more details on what kind of bicycles and what kind of gear as well you're allowed to bring in l'Eroica, I have added a list at the end of the video. L'Eroica began in Italy in 1997 on the wide gravel road of Tuscany, the famous Strade Bianche. About roughly 10,000 riders participate every year, pandemic permitting, of course, but out of that number, only 1,500 non-Italian are allowed. So if you are interested in participating, make sure you register online as early as possible in order to have a chance to get a spot. L'Eroica has since 1997 become a real worldwide phenomenon, and you have Eroica ride in California, in Spain, in Germany, in South Africa, in Japan, and I'm probably forgetting a country or two. But to the purist, There really cannot be a real Eroica ride without the Strada Bianche and without the beautiful Tuscany villages and without the Chianti vineyard. Right now there are 2 Eroica rides in Italy per year, one in late May called Eroica Montalcino and another one, which is the original Eroica, early October. So I went online to register for the Eroica. I wanted to participate to the original Eroica in early October, but they had a promo that you could actually participate to both the May and October one. So I registered for both and we will see what happened. But now the question is, what bike am I gonna ride in l'Eroica? For those who watch my channel, you may recall that some time back I bought a 1986 Peugeot Tourmalet from an old lady who just wanted to make room in her garage. And I started restoring it. I even made a few videos about it. But unfortunately, I had to put that project on hold, for with the pandemic, I had to find ways to save as much money as I could. Well, things are going a little better now, and I said to myself, what a great bike that would be. So I'm going to reinitiate and complete this project, and that will be the bicycle I'm going to bring with me to Tuscany to ride in l'Eroica. And that's it for this episode, my friend, but don't forget to tune into episode number 2, which is coming out pretty soon, where I'm going to complete the restoration of my 1986 Peugeot Tourmalet in preparation for l'Eroica. Until then, be well and see you soon.